Hello, it's Beanie here, 12:50, 5th of April. Right, the market is going up with Aussie and Kiwi taking the lead with Aussie cash rate. Alright, so that got Aussie up a little bit, and I just want to talk about then how did we fare for the Aussie trade. If you have attended our Wash and Rinse tour module 1, and that's for free, alright, at Online Forex Master, you know that we color code our lines and we trade using wash and rinse. Alright, so what is wash? Wash is a move that's its opposite of the direction and usually in an extreme manner. Alright, and then rinse would be where it resumes back to that original move that you intentionally wanted. But what happened is that during this wash and rinse, you might have lost time money already. Right, and we specifically turn this fake move, wash and rinse, into our advantage, and we trade that. Alright, so we trade in the day time frame, but then we always modify and get our trades right in the lower time frame. Alright, and for Forex we trade in the H4 time frame. Alright, as you can see from my chart, I like to color code my charts, so my charts are usually simple yet colorful. Alright, and I color code using two lines. Okay, and these are the two lines that are important. I call them wash line. Now you want to get a more detailed explanation, so please attend the tour free course module that I'm going to just put it at the link underneath. Okay, now first I'll be looking at the MAC line. So the MAC line will be a line to tell me I'll be waiting to buy. Okay, so there is a reason, or there is a mathematical calculation of how the MAC wash line is being plotted, but basically the rhythm to remember is that if you see MAC line, you are waiting to buy. But of course, as price starts to move up, then we will have new lines being drawn. Like for example, when we had the buy signal, let me just get you the location of the buy signal. Alright, when we had the buy signal in Aussie, and it was somewhere around here at this bar here, so that's our buy. Alright, as price moves up, okay, price moves up, lines are continued being drawn, and then we're going to come up with the green line here because Tor system is very predictive. Okay, it's adaptive and it's predictive, and it's just going to start to draw this line. Okay, so we had the buy signal because there was a close above the MAC line, as simple as that. Alright, and this close is something I prefer. Why is that so? Because then the close, alright, it's with the trend, it's part of the trend. You can see the trend is very nicely up. We're just trading along with the trend. Alright, so this is just a very simple way to execute. We receive the alerts on our email or our computer. Alright, and then we can just activate the expert advisor, which is the trade manager, to automatically trade that in. Okay, so this takes less than a minute to do so. You can just configure your risk, and then you can just drag the trade manager in, and then we can just complete the trade. So later I will just show you how we use the trade manager as we get near to 1 o'clock, which is our next signal to come potentially. Alright. Okay, so if you browse through the other Aussie pairs, like for example Aussie franc, we also had this trade. Same thing, how we formulate the trade. It's very easy. We color code. So we had the first MAC line that appears. We just say get ready, but there wasn't any close above the MAC line. So we had this lower MAC line here. So this one, let me just mark that. Okay, this is the lower MAC line that's appear, and then we had a close above it, and that's it. We just hit the button and we enter the trade. Okay, I can see how nice it burst up. Alright, not only before the RBA, alright, it burst up. In fact, that it bursts up after that, right? We can see during the RBA news it continued to move up. Alright, and then we enter in the very nice profit already. Same thing, I just have to drag our trade manager in, and you just automatically open the trade. Alright, now there are also other pairs. For example, Aussie Yen, which I highlighted, a MAC line here. You can see the MAC line. Alright, same thing, it closed above it, and that's where we enter the trade. And we prefer, or rather I always encourage my students to trade with the trend. Okay, something that's with the trend very, very nicely. All right, and lastly, a trade that I pointed out. Just get that. Okay, so that's a very nice trade here. Now, because we are looking for sell, we don't look for the MAC line, we look for the green line. So things are color coded. And then you ask me, hey, look, Benny, these are the MAC line that's going to come in. Don't worry. Right now, price is very far away from the MAC line. All right, I don't think that we're going to have a buy signal. We're going to continue our sell. Okay, we're going to continue to short that trade in. All right. Okay, so this is briefly for Aussie. Yesterday we also had the oil signal. Same thing. You see this MAC line here near to a support and then close above it, and then that's hit our button. Hey, did I mention that we will have an alert? Yes, this is the type of alerts that we are receiving every time it's being sent to the terminal, which is in your MT4 terminal, MT5 terminal. All right, it says it's a bullish. You know, the US oil is a contract that I'm trading. All right, H4, and then at 2 o'clock, okay, MAC line above it. Okay, so this trade, if you had the trade in, you're probably in a profit of $6 already, and that's a lot for the US oil. All right, so just now I talked about the MAC line, and then at coming to 1 o'clock, just 2 more minutes. I'm just waiting for the next trade to come, right? However, at this moment, the market doesn't have a lot of MAC line, and then we look for the next line, which is actually the green line. Okay, so we are waiting for the green line to sell. Okay, as you can see, for dollar yen, it's an uptrend. This trade here, all right, it's a counter trend trade because we have the nearest line as a green line. The MAC line has already completed its trade, right? So we are waiting for the green line. Right, so since I see a green line, and then since it's somewhere near, I just drag the alum, and which is the trade manager, just let it decide on the trade direction. Okay, meaning that if it fulfills the criteria, it will just open the trade for me. Okay, and because then this is a counter trend trade, because the most recent one is a green line, I just wanted to make sure I reduce the risk a little bit. Okay, because with the trend trade, I would increase my risk. Okay, but you know, as long as it's counter trend, I will just reduce my risk. All right, so I'm just going to drag this in and then define the risk I want to put. Okay, because it's a counter trend, I just want to actually trade $200, and that's it. Okay, so it will start to monitor the trade for me. All right, and I just have to put it there, and if it opens, the trade opens. If it doesn't, no trade for me. All right, I don't need to keep on staring at the screen. I just have to make sure to leave it there, and you will just trade for me. And once you open the trade, you will auto manage the trade for me. And if it turns out to be a profitable trade, you will auto take profit, and you will also auto add new positions if I have enough profit to add to a winning position. All right, so the only thing that you have to do is just to identify the color lines, just do a brief analysis, and then just apply the trade manager and define your risk as well.